Standing before the seat of legislation where decisions shape the destiny of a nation, we turn our focus to a constituency in Kenya's north that is steadily rewriting its story, Wajir North constituency. For years, the region grappled with challenges of limited infrastructure, water scarcity and insecurity. But since 2022, under the leadership of Ibrahim Abdi, a new chapter has been unfolding, one defined by action, delivery and visible transformation. In his second term, Saney has accelerated development across key sectors, delivering what many describe as unprecedented progress within a short span of time. From strengthening security through the construction of police station and modern staff quarters to transformation of education sector by building and renovating schools, establishing new institutions including girls-only school and opening doors of opportunity through bursaries for the needy students. From tackling water scarcity by drilling life-changing boreholes to enhancing governance through the creation of new administrative units that bring services closer to the people. His leadership has also embraced the future with the establishment of an ICT hub equipping young people with digital skills in an increasingly connected world. And in a bold shift towards sustainability, he has led by example by pioneering a mega farm initiative demonstrating that even in arid lands, agriculture is not just possible but profitable. This is a story of leadership that goes beyond promises, a story of impact that can be seen, felt and lived by the people. My name is Abdi Hussein and this is Wajir North Rising. Wajir North constituency has made a remarkable development strides under the leadership of Honorable Ibrahim Abdi since he assumed office in 2022. Under his stewardship, residents of the constituency have come to clearly understand how good leadership and prudent use of public resources can transform lives. Honorable Ibrahim is no stranger to leadership. He previously served as the Member of Parliament for Wajir North from 2013 to 2017. When he returned to office following the last general election, Saney made development the cornerstone of his leadership agenda.
I'm Honorable Ibrahim Abdi Saney-MP for Wajir North. I had my first term, served my first term in Parliament, in the 11th Parliament from 2013 to 2017. Lost in the general election in 2017 and made a rebound in 2022, meaning I am a second-term Member of Parliament for Wajir North constituency. What CDF has done is visible and can be seen without much contestation. My focus was we had gone through a serious 4-year drought by the time I came and won the election. It was in the midst of a drought.
Kwa majina mimi naitwa Adhan Mohamed. Mimi ni Assistant Chief Lensayu. Mheshimiwa amefanya kazi mzuri. There are a lot of classrooms that were renovated. For example, Korondile Primary, 8 classrooms were renovated. Lensayu Primary, 5 classrooms were renovated. Alafu, there's also desks and campus ambaye imeletwa. In this sub-county, we never had any girls' school. So we only had Korondile mixed day secondary school. So CDF, tunashukuru wametujengea Hontakao Girls Secondary School, ambaye sahi ni baka Form 3. In terms of education, naye tumefaidika sana. There are almost 7 to 8 new schools.
His vision has been clear and unwavering to ensure that every child in Wajir North has access to quality education. When he took over the reins of leadership, many schools were in deplorable condition, while others lacked basic infrastructure necessary to provide a safe and conducive learning environment. Determined to change this reality, Saney initiated an ambitious program to rehabilitate schools and construct a new classroom to better serve students.
Further, I did much in the education sector. Many primary schools were built. Over 20 primary schools in communities that never had schools. Most of them were dropouts as a result of the drought. So they had to come together, coalesce, settle somewhere, beg for relief food, and in the process, settlements have come up. And where there are settlements, education is a right. I had put up more than 20 primary schools. It's hard to mention, to list them, but they are all over the constituency and they are known. Improved the school in Karaduse, Fargadud Primary School, Karagola Primary School, to once in Kolunta Primary School, Unsile Primary School, Kabole Primary School, Korbuta Primary School, El Burido Primary School, the Tachadera Primary School. That is the work of CDF, access to education. And CDF has done a big thing in that sector.
I want to thank Mheshimiwa for whatever he has done to us. Naona tumeundiwa shule, 4 classrooms, administration block ambaye ni modern, kuna ofisi kadhaa ambaye imewekwa mpaka tiles. Na si rahisi sana shule ianze hivyo.
A key highlight of his education agenda has been his strong investments in girls' education. Saney has overseen the construction of girls-only schools across the constituency, citing his deep concern over challenges such as early marriages, teenage pregnancies, and gender-based violence. He believes that creating a safe, supporting learning spaces for girls is a powerful solution to these challenges and a gateway to a brighter future.
We have established secondary schools also. Many of them. In Korondile, we had a mixed secondary school. Given that we are Muslims and we don't like mixing boys and girls, we had to separate the girls from our boys. And as a result, we honored one former member of parliament, a school in his name. Hontakau Girls Secondary School is established, a fully fledged secondary school. In Darnaba, we also separated boys from girls from boys rather, and we have established a complete girls' school. The girl child has been my priority. Darnaba Girls Secondary School is in operation fully. We have established other schools, still mixed schools, but I'm in the process of separating both genders for purposes of our faith. But Talu is a new secondary school I have established. I forgot to mention, but Socorro North is also a new primary school I have established in the same area. So Batalu is a fully-fledged secondary school, well established. Malkagufu, we are establishing a secondary school. It must have, it is in process. And in Beramo, we have established a secondary school. It is in process and near completion. And in Watiti, it's a secondary school, which is already completed and operational as we speak.
The CDF has established around 6 classrooms that exist in the school, 2 dormitories. We have also administration block, which was this one, which has been started and which has been initiated by CDF. The fence of the school was also undertaken by CDF. A staff quarter, residential place for principal, is also there, which has been also done by CDF. We have a lab, a current one, that also provide learning area for science student. We have one. We have also other help or assistance that we have received from CDF in terms of provision of office furnitures, laboratory equipments. Those are the things in terms of infrastructure and improvement from the CDF.
Saney has also been widely lauded for successfully lobbying for the recruitment of 65 teachers to address the persistent staffing shortage in his constituency. This initiative is expected to significantly improve learning conditions in local schools by easing the long-standing teacher deficit that has affected Wajir North.
This project of Hontakau Girls Secondary School was a game changer. This institution is an institution that is actually helping a lot this community. It was an eye-opener. This school is a school that you initiated by yourself. It bears your name all over.
Ibrahim Abdi has strategically prioritized education by allocating a significant portion of the NGCDF to bursaries, easing the financial burden on parents and ensuring students stay in school. This investment has not only transformed lives, but also enabled schools across Wajir North to operate smoothly and effectively.
Pastoralist communities, they think bursary is the one to pay school fees fully. They don't really understand the concept of bursary. Bursary is just to support, in a way, those who are poor, orphaned, children. We have been allocating 35, 40, 42, huge amounts, 45. And when there was the drought, we had up to now, from where I represent, primary, secondary education is virtually free, courtesy of CDF.
Pande ya bursary, watoto wanalipiwa fees vizuri. Secondary school wanalipiwa kutoka form 1 mpaka form 4. Universities and colleges pia wanalipiwa pesa vizuri. Kwa hivyo tunasema ile miradi ambayo NGCDF inafanya hapa ni miradi kubwa sana na inaonekana, and it is impacted in the community. Input yake inaonekana kwa community. You can go and ask anybody what NGCDF has done. People will tell you inaonekana. Kwa ufupi tunasema Ibrahim Abdi Saney Chuta mara ya pili atakuwa mheshimiwa hapa Danaba tena. Wajir North ni kwake.
His leadership impact is equally evident in the water sector. Communities that once trekked for kilometers in search of water are now enjoying reliable access thanks to the drilling of multiple boreholes. These water points have become lifelines, even attracting pastoralists from neighboring areas who bring their livestock to benefit from this vital resource.
I think when I was elected, I only found one small yielding borehole in Malkagufu. The rest of the boreholes you see were through my initiative, 99%.
We used to travel to almost 10 kilometers. We used carts and donkeys to bring water. So we used to have that problem. Actually, we were human beings who are living on top of a hill. Lakini sasa binadamu ambaye inaishi kama Wakenya wengine.
Security sector, we had used NGCDF to establish police stations. With the purpose, it is an insecure area at times. To make sure that Al-Shabaab is stopped from coming into my constituency, to make sure that whenever tribal clashes occur, we have police officers, to make sure that peace is maintained and law is enforced. Being a border constituency, counter businesses thrive. Cannabis sativa, bang from Ethiopia find its way to Kenya through my constituency. Many routes, human trafficking, illicit trade in arms, all these come through Wajir North on its way to Garissa, Meru through Modogash, and even Isiolo and then Nairobi and other parts of the country.
In the security sector, Saney's second term has ushered in a new era of peace and cohesion. Areas that were once prone to conflict, such as Masalale, have seen remarkable transformation through the construction of modern housing RDU officers alongside several police stations and housing units across the constituency. Security has been strengthened and stability restored. True to his vision of bringing services closer to the people, Saney has successfully introduced a new administrative units within Wajir North.
I've also established El Burrido Police Station, Sakuno Police Station, and Nyata Police Station. We are seeking the IG, and I've written to him, talked to him, and I plead that gazettement is done and they are equally operationalized so as to stop the movement of all the vices I have mentioned.
Mbeleni ilikuwa watu wanazushana, lakini sasa hivi vile imejengwa tumeamua kukaa pamoja na hawa. El Burrido tumesema hawa kae saidi na sisi tukae saidi. RDU Masalale ndio hiyo karibu. From tunaenda shopping Eldas, watu tunaingiana vizuri. Tumepata peace. Amani kabisa.
Essential services such as registrar of persons are now accessible locally, sparing residents the long and costly journeys to Wajir town.
People can get the birth certificate. They used to travel 300 kilometers, 350 kilometers, depending on where one comes from in Wajir North, to seek or to acquire a birth certificate in Wajir town. This government has at least brought these officers and those services to the people.
Amid the growing challenges of climate change and recurring droughts, Saney has championed agricultural innovation by establishing one of the largest farms in Korondile. He introduced a maize farming to the community. The harvest was distributed to residents, demonstrating a practical and forward-thinking approach to food security and resilience.
Wakati mifugo imekwisha, hatukufikiria kama kutakuwa na maisha ingine mbeleni. Kumbe maisha kijana yetu ametuonyesha mheshimiwa. Kwanza shukrani kwake. Saizi vile alikuwa anasema wale walikuwa na fimbo yote hakuna saizi fimbo. Yale sinaomba ni moja. Shamba tunazo, lakini hii shamba hii inataka mbegu ya kupanda. Na bila mbegu hawezi shamba hawezi toka. Serikali iliyoko kwa mamlaka na tuombee mheshimiwa kwanza miaka hii 5 ingine ijayo sisi ni automatic wewe utaingia. Sababu mfano mzuri umetuonyesha. Umetuonyesha bila mifugo tunaweza ishi pia tukiwa na shamba.
For the first time I went into a large scale dryland farming in a place called Onsile, and the results were very enormous. I did distribute the produce, but I did harvest thousands and thousands of maize. And I could at least show the people how to do modern farming. This is in sync with the presidential vision to move to the drylands. He promised to take around 2,500 acres under dryland farming.
There's no one single farm that has this type of input in form of investment. All along we used to say in northeastern Kenya, we don't need to get food from other places. It is only determination, and the determination now has been shown by the leader.
For a long time we have been talking with Mheshimiwa on this program when it had not started. And there are many farms now across the county, but no farm is yet the size of Korondile farm.
Recognizing the power of technology, he has also invested in ICT hubs to equip young people with digital skills, opening doors to opportunities in the modern digital economy.
We can only be grateful that the Honorable MP is implementing the President's agenda and the ruling party's agenda of empowering the youth. So we are very grateful because we are also, as administrators, will very much be behind the MP to mobilize the youth to take advantage of this facility.
This project is a noble project. We really appreciate. The world is going digital. The MP is implementing the government agenda. It is something really very wonderful. It will going to help the youth to employ themselves. It's not only seeking other employments. We're going to have a Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi here, and computers whereby youth can even learn online, can do their jobs online here. So these projects are very important and noble project. The youth, so long they are literate, which I know Bona youth, 90% are literate. They can, and they are very good in digital sector. I know they will going to benefit, and it will going to change the lives of many people here.
Saney has made significant strides in improving the road networks within the constituency. Residents can now move with ease from one area to another, thanks to the upgrading of roads that were previously impassable.
On roads, there has been a major challenge countrywide in terms of funding. That is well known. However, we are still working on the Malkagufu-Moyale road. The design is about ready, and anytime soon they are seeking, the government is soliciting for funds to tarmac the road to bitumen standard, and that is something in the offing. The other Danaba is one that was under securitization. We did discuss with the CS, Churchill, and he promised it will be soon be re-advertised because the first company that was doing the work could not continue doing and they had to leave the site. So we are waiting it being advertised and resume work so that Oda Danaba, which is a notorious road, is recarpeted to bitumen standard.
Wadada meel dad asku dhinti oo markii hore godnimo bigbi ay u dhacdo qof naf ay ku daysi laba kan ay ku jajabeen wallahi hada laami ahaan loo kor soconaa si loo dhisi tan lagtii weynes saasoo kale jirgaaniga waxaa la dhisay 3-4 bilood haddaana la dhamay ka hor gaarida ku dhacay ku dhijida ku la qaylna una sahay.
All these milestones have been achieved despite numerous challenges, including legal battles and political disruptions. Yet Hon Saney has remained steadfast, his commitment to development unwavering, his focus firmly on transforming the lives of the people of Wajir North.
We are kind of trying to produce human labor for the social media, for vices, for bad manners, behaviors that are uncouth, unacceptable in the African setup. We need to parent our youth, our children, do good parenting, and produce youth tailor-made for the market and for purpose of production. Mine is to tell them also to be objective and united for their problems. In unity, they will wrestle all their problems. Not to be disenfranchised on petty politics, but pick leadership on who can do the best. The kind of clan arrangement or clan politics doesn't serve anybody. We need leaders who mature within the system, who develop networks, who can relate with others, and over time, a repository of, how to govern well. You can't have a one-term member of parliament and expect meteoric change in the lifestyle or in the lives of your constituency. You need to nurture leadership and give them time and support them. The turnover of leadership in Wajir North and more so in Asals is one thing.